Today we will be talking about the urinary system. I want you to think at the beginning how many times you go to the bathroom to urinate each day and what will happen if you don't go. And I want you to think, where does this urine come from? What is the origin of urine? And what are the organs of our body that work in the elimination of this urine? I want you to follow up with me, please, on your book, page 106. And you can see that the urinary system, as we see here in a rapid dissection, is made up of two kidneys that are connected to a urinary bladder through two ureters that are very fine tubes that connect the kidneys to the urinary bladder, and then the urinary bladder is connected outside our body through the urethra and through the penis, which transports urine outside the body. Now the kidneys, they are the organs which collect and they form urine. They take the blood through the renal artery. They purify and filter this blood from waste products and from excessive water and mineral ions. They transport and conduct the urine to the urinary bladder through the ureters. So the ureters basically they conduct and transport urine from the kidneys to the bladder, which is the place of storage of urine. The urine is stored in the urinary bladder until it is almost full, which gives an order through nerves to the brain to tell you to go to the bathroom and remove this waste products or these waste products outside the body through the urethra. This is our urinary system. It forms or produces between 1 to 1.8 liters of urine per day, and they should be expelled outside of our body through the urethra, or else after 2 or 3 days, if you don't do this, we will be dead. Now, as a simple diagram, we can observe the urinary system. It is made up of two kidneys, a left and right kidney, or actually right kidney and left kidney. The renal artery, and we know that an artery is a blood vessel which transports blood away from the heart towards an organ. So this is the renal artery. Renal stands for the urinary system. The renal artery takes blood or transports blood into the kidneys to be filtered and purified. And then after it's being purified, and you can see that it's in red color due to its oxygenation. We know that an artery is rich in oxygen, and then it will take out or away the purified blood through the renal vein. Now, for sure, the renal vein is not rich in oxygen or poor in oxygen because the kidneys utilize this oxygen for cellular respiration. Now, the kidneys form the urine, and then the ureters, this is the ureter and this is the other ureter, they transport this urine to the urinary bladder where it is stored. Now, when the urinary bladder is almost full, or when it contains around 250 milliliters of water, it will give an order through these nerves to the brain to tell the person to go to the bathroom and remove this urine through the urethra. So, what is the origin of urine? If we ingest a large quantity of water, it will result in an urge to urinate. The urine analysis also can detect the presence of certain products or antibiotics taken by the individual or injected intravenously, which means that the urine takes the unwanted or the waste products or the excessive products from the blood and then produces urine where they are eliminated through the urethra outside of our body. Now here we can see a photograph of a kidney after being labeled with a certain dye to tell us the huge number of blood vessels in this kidney. Now all this purple color is due to the blood vessels. Here is a cross-section of the kidneys where we obtain the renal artery going inside and making like loops, and then the renal vein going outside. This is the urine that is taken to the urinary bladder through the ureters, where it will be stored and then expelled outside of our body. Now the kidneys form urine from the blood. This is due to the high blood flow and the rich vascularization. Vascularization means that it's rich in blood vessels. We can see here that each day 1,850 liters of blood pass through the kidneys. And if we think that the volume of the blood in our body is around 5 to 5.5 liters, we can see that the blood passes through the kidneys around 330 times per day in order to be filtered and purified. At the end, I want you to try to solve these questions. Draw and label the organs of the urinary system. Indicate the function of each of the following organs: the kidneys, the ureters, the urinary bladder, and the urethra, and to name the functional unit of the kidneys. Okay. Functional unit of the kidneys, you can find it in document F. When you read this document, you can know what is the functional unit of the kidneys. This is activity 1. You can follow up on your book, page 106, and I will be talking about the function of the kidneys in the process of formation of urine in activity 2.